Yeah. All right, we're doing it.
What's up?
Oh shit! I just realized I unplugged my headphones out of this, so I can't monitor my voice.
So Zach's just wearing headphones with nothing plugged into him. That's
special boy.
He's a special boy.
I can hear myself now, though.
I didn't even know that wasn't plugged in till right now.
I was like, man,
here with
why
nothing
the
plugged
fuck
in.
can I not fucking hear the sound through these headphones
It doesn't
right now?
work, dude.
I can't hear you though, which is bothering me.
It's okay. It sounds amazing.
Yeah,
Actually,
I'm sure you do.
I thought the sound quality was good, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Sure
we
you
have
do,
good
you
sound
fucking
quality.
loser.
That's for sure. All right, it sounds like my voice is okay, so I'm gonna lose the headphones for a few minutes.
Lose 'em. I'm gonna try not to yell at you.
Thankfully.
So avoid some echo.
Thank
Oh yeah, I
you.
should be looking over here.
Well, you can still look at me. Like, we're just repositioning you so you don't shoot your sound, shoot your fucking vocal into my mic.
That
sounds
on your mic.
Shoot your hot vocal in my mic.
How are you, Zach?
I'm
Missed
alright.
you, dude. It's been a week. I've talked to you a little bit, but
People keep complaining that we don't have a fucking intro. We don't. We don't have an intro. So
I mean, should I make a song or something?
the man with the
Can we just be like, what
the
up?
man with the voice over there sitting across from me is Hunter. My name is
Hey.
Zach. That's the intro.
Oh, you mean like an introduction?
Yeah. Because
Oh,
people
okay, I
are
thought
like,
you
oh,
meant like
why
an
don't you
intro.
like? I don't know
Talk
who's
about yourselves a
talking
little bit.
right now, and I'm like, it's just me and my friend Hunter.
Yeah,
like,
I'm Hunter.
Yeah.
That's who I am. And Zach is the more higher pitched voice.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
how you
differentiate us.
differentiate it. I have trouble when I first like you ever listen to like the Free Beer and Hot Wings show on the radio in the mornings?
Yeah.
They all fucking sound the same.
I
I
don't
can't
know that show
differentiate
enough
their
to
voice.
even know. But yeah, I wouldn't have no
My
idea
dad's
who the
like a
fuck's
really
who.
big fan of that or he was at one point a really big fan of that show.
Most dads are, I feel like.
Yeah.
That's a dad
Yeah,
radio
it's like
show
one of
right
those
there.
like dad radio shows. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Perfect
they
for
have
you.
their moments, I guess, but
Sure, yeah. I've tuned into some funny conversations, but
yeah.
it's not something
Usually
I go
it's
to.
like just like making fun of women for like 4 hours.
Oh,
but
God. Damn.
That's kind of. I
Starting
mean,
early.
I noticed that the other day. I was like, man, they kind of just do that a lot.
Well, they kind of just make fun of women. No, that's
No,
not
they
cool.
make fun of everybody, but I don't know. I always seem to tune in when they're making fun of women. They're doing like they always do like this like really shitty woman's voice too. It's like,
Really?
oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like pretty trash.
how dare you!
You're just like, all right, that's enough dad radio for the day. But yeah, my point with them was you can't differentiate them. So hey, you can
Yeah.
differentiate us like
I think it's way easier. Also, there's two of us,
exactly. Yeah.
and there's two names. It's not that hard.
Exactly. Precisely.
Probably everyone who watches this so far knows exactly who we are. At least you.
Yeah, like all fucking 3 people who have clicked on our YouTube
the
links.
first podcast. I mean, this is a lot of us clicking it over and over again, but 24 views.
24
dude.
views?
Getting up there.
Shit. I'm going to check, actually. I'm going to go on the phone. I'm going to hit up the phone.
I still need to make some like a backdrop for us, like some good.
Yeah, what the
art.
fuck?
Sorry, dude. It's been a week. It's been a busy.
Mad busy?
Yeah, pretty busy. You know. Yeah,
Doing
no.
your final projects?
Actually, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. Wish I had been spending more time on my project and less time playing World of Warcraft, but that's not the case.
Fuck. Yeah, we all know about that.
It's hard to like. For some reason, dude, I'm getting into that. It's almost summer, and summertime makes me nostalgic.
Mhm.
For some reason, it's just like it
Yeah, I
was a
remember
time
you
when I
telling
played
me
a
this.
lot of World of Warcraft, especially in the summer.
Yeah, you
It
told
was
me you'd
just
like
so much fun.
you'd play World of Warcraft, then you'd go to like Salmon Falls or whatever with like the people we used to play WoW with.
Jake Willett.
Jake.
I spent a lot of time with Jake Willett out in the summer, dude. He was right down the street, and kid's great. Shout out to Jake.
Yeah. Jake, if you're listening, which I know you're not.
Jake also doesn't care
What
that I
up?
said his first and last name. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he
But,
won't be pissed. And that was the other complaint.
We've done more shit.
Both
to Jake.
complaints were no intro, and we talk about people from high school who nobody knows
You
too
guys
much.
just talk about people.
Hey, guess what? We talk about people from high school. Sorry.
You'll be okay, guys.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So
Anyways.
here's an updated viewer count on the first 2 eps.
Yeah. Let me hear it.
28 on episode
not bad.
1.
What did I say? 24?
Yeah. And then 8 on episode 2.
Wow, guys.
Wow.
Episode 2's a banger.
Yo, guys, we're going to need
Episode 2.
2,000 likes on the next video.
At least.
I'm going to
At
need
least.
2,000 likes.
Razor Naga giveaway at the end of the podcast.
I'm watching the fucking audio levels just explode.
Just explode on
Sorry.
you.
Sorry, headphone users or anybody in general.
Sorry, headphones users.
Are we doing a bull rip?
We're going to do a little bowl
All right,
rip.
it's weed time, folks. We're going to avoid blowing the smoke into the microphone, though.
Yeah,
so I'm
don't
going
do
to
that. Don't do that.
pardon
this time.
myself from the microphone for a moment.
But yeah, dude, summertime, a lot of nostalgia. So it's been kicking in, and I just, it also, you guys, everyone is playing it now. Like all my friends are. It's different when I'm playing by myself because it's not that fun. I'm just like fucking jerking myself off. It's not that great. But when I have other friends to jerk off, it's way more fun, dude. And so it's hard to pull myself away from that and do homework. Awful. Whoa, dude.
Be sure to cough
Right into the
right in that microphone.
Yeah,
Right boy.
Zach
And I bet I just ruined the audio, too, because I
No.
specifically said, don't blow smoke into the microphone. And
Followed
then
by
I
don't cough
pretty
into
much
it.
immediately blew smoke into the microphone.
Did you
I blew
really?
smoke this way, but then that was like half the rep, and then I started raising the microphone. I was like, oh my
Kill
God, there's still
myself.
smoke.
Still smoke coming out of this. No, you'll be okay. I hope. You'll do
Hopefully.
the editing.
I'm going to
that's
do
all that
the
matters.
headphones test real quick.
Do the test. Yeah, make sure you're not sounding like a
Yo,
robot.
testing. All right. I still sound pretty good.
You still
I know
sound
I
sick.
just stopped the flow of the conversation to just
to do,
to
that.
do
That's
this,
okay.
but now I can
You
take
know,
them
we
off
gotta be-
again.
We gotta make sure the production quality is good. Around here,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. We did. I mean, I got like pretty fucking pricey microphones, so I like to make sure that they're working. You know,
They're nice mics, dude. I won't
they
lie.
are. They sound pretty good, honestly. I'm really surprised by like 70
Just
bucks
sounds
can
good.
get you this quality microphone. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, dude, it sounds pretty fucking dang.
People gotta start somewhere
You gotta start somewhere.
with good audio.
Yeah.
You still want it to sound
Well,
nice.
it's like almost professional sounding, which
Yeah.
is like all you want at a
I
70
mean,
bucks.
besides the echoing and things that have happened, it sounds good.
That's just the room we're in.
That's true. We're just
We're in a room made of fucking tile floors.
We're out on the beach.
and we're in the
Yeah.
beach. The window's open. I'm sure someone will honk their horn in a few. And
Yeah. Fire.
exactly.
Fire,
Fucking exactly.
dude, I just forgot what a fire truck was called for a moment.
A
there.
fire-
Like fire. What? Jam, dude.
Shit.
Actually,
Ah, bruh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
I
A
forgot.
fire engine?
I called AAA. Fire engine. I called AAA yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Because my car battery died. I left my lights
Are you a
on.
proud AAA member?
I really
Yo, fist bump for AAA gang.
am. AAA.
Are you gold member or are you just
I
standard?
don't know. I don't know.
Dude, you gotta be gold member.
I don't know if I'm a gold member.
We'll get you on gold when
I
we're
think
podcast
I actually must be
rich.
because it's been upgraded recently. But
I got like
anyway.
100 miles of free towing. I'm like, fuck
Holy shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I actually might have that. I think that's the one I have.
They tow you
We
up
upgraded.
to 100 miles. It's not 100 miles total that you can tow for a year.
Right.
It's like
Right.
if you broke down every day, they would tow you 100 miles every day. I
That's
just
what's
have
up.
them tow me to work. I just like, you know what? I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
my
this
shit's
fixed.
still broke.
I'm gonna get this fixed next week. In the meantime, it's 10 miles to work.
To and back.
I'm only
to and
using
back from
20
work.
miles of my 100-mile towing. Like, you gotta.
Can you
He's
come
like,
get me,
sir,
though?"
you're using all of our resources. We have no money left.
We can't
I'm
come
like,
get
what?
you.
You
from
want me to give
work
you
every
fucking
day.
gas money for the tow truck? Come on.
A travel fee.
Yo, so anyways, you're at
yeah, my battery died. So I'm a dumbass. I leave my lights on.
Yep.
And then I go inside. So I had to call this motherfucker up. I'm sorry, it wasn't a motherfucker. I had to call AAA up,
Mhm.
and who sends the motherfucker to
Yep.
me. And I'm fully aware of what is wrong with my car.
Yep.
But I call him, and as soon as the girl picks up the phone, she's like, "Hi, what's the problem today?" I'm like, yeah, my God, what's it called? I had no idea what the fuck like I just lost my entire thought process. I couldn't.
You just
think of the word
completely
battery.
blanked out.
I couldn't think of the word dead, battery, any
This
of
is
that
what
stuff
happens when you
was-
smoke
nothing was
weed,
coming to me.
kids.
Yeah, don't. I don't think that was it, but fuck, it was bad.
So did you eventually get your battery fixed?
I eventually got the words out and said, "Hey, I need someone to come help me out with this." And they said he was there in 10 minutes, dude. It was fast.
That's funny.
And he buzzed me in. He's like, blew that car out. Dude, instantly it was on. It didn't even take long. Like they have some powerful
It's like,
stuff.
oh, that clipped.
was awful.
Sorry, folks. I just saw the audio levels on that.
Sorry, folks.
Actually,
Your
you know
ears
what
have been destroyed.
I'm thinking? Is that I'm still not getting an accurate representation of our audio because this headphone jack is directly connected to my fucking mic.
Oh.
So I'm assuming it's just repeating what I'm saying into
What
the
you're
mic
saying, yeah.
and not what GarageBand is recording. So if there's static, I'm really sorry.
Sorry about the static.
I think
You can skip this bit.
yeah. Maybe maybe this microphone's just broken. I don't know. We'll see. But
I fucking hope not, dude. I gotta stop saying dude. That's something I'm gonna
Dude.
work on. Is I say a lot of dude.
what's up, dude?
Just like dude. Fuck, dude.
What's up, dude?
It's gotta stop. It's gotta end. Fuck. So Zach, what have you been up to this week?
Man.
Sighing a lot. A lot of sighing.
Sighs directly in a microphone. ASMR sighing.
Sighing. Put
Um,
yourself to sleep.
I do kind of want to sleep, honestly.
Not right now, man.
I don't
No
know.
sleeping on the cast.
No sleeping on the cast. I don't know. I had a pretty trash week, honestly.
A trash week.
I mean, it wasn't too bad, but you know, you just have those weeks where you just feel like shit. You're just
Yeah.
like, eh.
This is one of them.
Yeah, it was just one of those weeks where I was just like, man, fuck this shit, man.
You're just kind of floating through the week, is what you're
Yeah,
doing.
I was just like, all right, just gotta fucking keep waking up. That's the week I've had.
That's what I do. I wake up.
Yep. Just wake up.
Zach, did you?
do your shit.
This week I read something about Elon Musk, actually his dad, and I thought you would like it. Or
Did you
may
send
have
me
heard
this
of it.
last night?
No.
Somebody sent me this. Is it his dad fucked his stepdaughter or something?
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, but I think the relationship is a lot
baby.
looser than they made it sound. Or
Sure,
something like
but
that. I'm not sure.
he-
I don't know. I'm
okay,
not gonna.
so
That's weird.
So for those of you who
It's
don't
fucking
know,
weird.
Elon Musk's father, I don't know his fucking name, Daddy Musk.
Not Elon.
Not Elon himself.
But older,
no, my boy.
the older
The
the man who created him.
Yeah. Apparently has had a child with his stepdaughter for many years, who is no longer
How many years
a part
did they
of
say?
his family, I guess. I don't know, dude. He knew her since she was a kid. Like, it's weird. Like 4 years old.
Before they were
And-
stepdaughter?
No, that's when he married her mom or whatever, and he became her stepdad. and
Didn't
then
like
they
Woody
broke
Allen
up.
do that or some shit?
I don't fucking know about Woody Allen, dude. Woody, not Wooly. My boy Wooly Allen, though. Shout out.
I don't. That's fucking.
Is it weird to you?
That's fucking weird.
Because I mean, it's, if I was Elon Musk, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, he doesn't talk about it.
Yeah,
It's
he
not
doesn't
like
like
he's
his
like,
dad. He doesn't like his dad.
My
at all.
dad, he I don't know what's Elon Musk.
Yeah, I'm pretty mad about my dad.
Yeah, what's his
fucking
accent?
my
What's Elon
stepsis.
Musk?
I don't know.
I can't really tell if does he talk with an accent. Really, he doesn't really.
Not really. He sounds just kind of. I've heard
Yeah,
him talk about Overwatch.
he's from
and
South
stuff.
Africa, but
Yeah. Isn't South Africa crazy?
yeah, I thought like I've heard people speak in Afrikaans, and it doesn't sound like. It sounds like it's all like he's just speaking an entire accent
He's got
when you
his own
speak
thing going.
Afrikaans.
He just does his own
But
Elon.
because Afrikaans is like Dutch mixed with. It's like a lot of different languages. So like the accent when you hear them talk is like fucking crazy. But then
Yeah.
Elon Musk has like a pretty tame. There's an accent, but it's like.
It's really not even.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could be completely wrong and just have no idea what the accent is that people from South Africa use. So I could just be an ignorant prick, but I
I'm
don't
definitely ignorant to it, but I like it.
know. I have
do your
no
thing.
idea.
Shout out to Elon Musk.
Yeah,
But yeah, I thought that was a fucked up story. I thought you'd actually like.
yeah, that's fucking
I
weird.
thought you'd heard about it, and you had.
I'm trying to
But
think
I'm
of
surprised
who
it
sent
only
me
it
that.
took you to last night.
I don't know who sent me that. I swear somebody texted me that, and I was just like,
I was saving it for the podcast, but
"Oh, so you did send it to me."
I didn't send it to you at all. I don't know who sent it to you. It must have been somebody else.
That's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
I have like deja vu.
Deja vu.
Deja vu.
But yeah.
I'm trying to see if I have any notes here. Let's see if I have any notes. 'Cause to be completely honest, I do not remember a single fucking like.
This week's been a real haze.
I don't.
For you,
I
hasn't
didn't
it?
remember that we were
Jesus
doing
Christ.
this today.
Oh yeah, you had no
I was
idea.
like,
it was
you
Monday.
called me, and I was like, "Yo, what up?"
You
I
fucking
was like,
idiot.
"What the fuck does this guy
You
want?
fucking idiot. What does this guy
What does
want?
this fucking schmuck want? Are we taking
Here, Zach,
another rip?
This will increase your.
Oh
memory.
yeah, here
How's
we
that
go. I
for
got
you?
2 things on my list here, so we'll get to those after this bull rip and a
Yeah.
message from our sponsors.
A message from our sponsor.
Do a fake sponsor for us.
Oh fuck, dude! I hate being put on the spot.
Give me a sponsor for like.
Does your dick bleed?
Yeah,
If it does,
give me a sponsor for like.
you need
dick
Sargento.
pills.
Sargento. I just use a cheese brand, to fucking cure dick bleeding. If your dick.
If your dick
If your dick has lacerations, oozing blood, please kill yourself.
you may
No,
be
don't do it.
entitled to
I'd
compensation.
probably kill myself at that point, dude. If I woke up and my dick
If your
had
cock falls
lacerations.
off, you may be entitled to. What's
Who's
the
that guy?
word?
Compensation.
Compensation.
Hardy Wolf and Downing. If your dick has been removed in an awful incident, you might be eligible for compensation. Yo, do you see those commercials where they're saying like, yo, if you got a bad hip implant a few years ago, you might be entitled to compensation. Isn't that fucked up? How we find out a few years later that this stuff is like bad for you, and then they're like, oh, we'll
Yeah, I mean
we'll
they
pay you
just
for that,
don't
by the way,
do.
sorry.
Somehow the testing is not sufficient enough for that shit.
No.
'Cause I wonder what like the process behind testing a drug is. 'Cause I'm assuming they do it on animals first, right? An animal probably with like a similar DNA strand for some trait or some. I don't know. I'm not a fucking biologist, but you
Yeah, I
know,
would- I
they
would think
test it on an animal, and then the animal doesn't react too bad, and then they probably do like limited people testing. But like nobody turns into superheroes ever, so that sucks. 'Cause that's how.
But there's
people
always
turn
more
into
side
superheroes
effects
in the movies.
than there is like helpful effects. You ever see like
Yeah.
antidepressants and stuff?
Yeah, that shit's terrible.
It's like if depression worsens, please call it.
If
up.
it gets
It's like, what?
worse, oh, and
Why?
then
I don't want it
I've
to
seen
get
the
worse.
ads where it's like for antidepressants, where it's like, oh, side effects include blah 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 and suicidal thoughts, and you're
It's
like, what's the point
even
of
worse,
this?
Probably worse than how you were before.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Now that your brain is literally like, now that
You might be intensely suicidal.
Yeah,
This is
you
just a
already
side
have
effect.
some sort of like
Chill out.
like depression is like a chemical imbalance in your head technically, right? Like there's
Yeah.
some sort
Yeah.
of that just kind of like keeps you emotionally feeling like ass all the time. So then you put a
Like
drug
ass.
that 100% ensures and changes that chemical. So if your brain starts reacting that in a bad way, that's so bad, right?
Yeah. It's scary.
That shit is fucking scary.
Like I don't like taking it.
I was reading this thing about it's like a gel that you apply.
Icy hot.
It's like a 5-minute application, and it makes you infertile for 10 years.
Oh
It's
my
like male birth
God.
control, and apparently it has like no bad effects or anything.
Where do you rub it?
I don't know. Maybe on your balls.
Probably right on
Though-
your testes, dude.
I don't know, because pee is stored in the balls, and that doesn't make any sense. So.
Pee is stored in the balls.
Oh yeah.
What? No, it's not.
I'm fucking with you. You've never heard that meme?
No.
You've never heard the pee is stored in the balls meme?
No, dude, I haven't.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Why would I have heard that? You haven't heard.
That's a
He's acting
hilarious
like I'm fucking
meme.
an idiot. He's yeah. You haven't heard the ball and the pee.
Listen,
meme?
I'm a fucking professor, and
Yeah,
I
know-
gotta
yeah, I
tell
know. You're
you,
a professor of memes. You know all of them.
I'm the professor of pee, and I can
You're
tell
supposed to
you
send me
pee
those.
is stored in the fucking balls, alright? So, what are you looking at?
This thing. On
You
the
just
bottom
like
of the mic.
flipped over your microphone. Yeah, you got like a volume control there.
Is that what that is?
There's a volume control, and then
shit.
there's a headphone jack.
Cool. I think I was touching the volume control.
Yeah, I would avoid doing that because it fucks with my
Yeah.
computer.
How do I look? How do my audios look?
Pretty good.
Should I turn it up?
You might actually.
Which way is up?
I'm gonna try and turn up your microphone. I'm gonna give you like
Word?
2.5
Hello?
decibels, and then like try and talk closer and a little bit louder.
Hey.
But I think
up?
we're both pretty quiet anyways. So
Yeah. Oh, Zach, I actually want to talk to you about something.
yeah,
So, have you seen The Shape of Water?
is that the like fish meme one?
That's the fish meme.
I haven't seen it. Guillermo del Toro directed it,
That's him, yeah.
and he won a fat award for it.
A lot of fat awards. And we watched it last night, dude. Or the night before. I'm sorry, night before.
Yeah, how was it?
Listen, this is the Hunty French review. We're gonna have movie reviews on every show.
Spoiler warning? You can spoil it
I mean,
for me.
yeah, we're gonna spoil it.
All right, spoiler warning, folks. If you haven't
because
seen
why not?
The Shape of Water, watch the South Park episode where Kanye becomes a gay fish. It's the same, according to
That's
the memes.
exactly it. But yeah, this is gonna spoil the movie if you care, or if you haven't heard already about things. Anyways, I probably
Can you give me a quick rundown?
I'm gonna give you a quick
Yeah.
rundown. So there's this mute woman, right?
Yep.
And she kind of hangs out with this black lady, and they're both cleaners at this what seems to be this government facility, right? They just clean shit. They're just they're maids essentially.
So we're not in the ocean yet?
No ocean, dude. There's like literally no ocean
What are
except for the end.
Shape of the Water.
Shape of the Waters.
Shape of the Waters.
Okay, so
that's the straight to DVD flea market version.
Yeah.
Shape of the Waters. Oscar winning.
Now on VHS.
Oscar Mayer wieners.
Okay, so they work at this facility though, and what has recently been transported to this facility is their most fragile asset, dude, and they call it that, an asset.
They just call it, so they don't tell you what this is?
Now, you don't have any idea. People think
So
it's
it's
like
just
a god,
An item or something.
but they bring in this fishman.
So is that like the artsy
Alright.
metaphor part of the movie?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. I wasn't really looking at it metaphorically. I was just literally watching it and like
Okay.
trying to deal with what I was fucking
All right.
seeing.
All right.
But so yeah, they bring Fishman in. I'll call him Fishman.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of just he's captive in this little facility. You can't really tell how he kind of has a pool.
So he's a fish man?
He kind of looks like a fucking he's like a he has human stature and stuff like that. But he's all gills and fucking crazy shit. He has cool weird
I'm trying
face
to
and
fucking
eyes.
think of like what superhero that is.
Have you seen Hellboy?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking of.
He kind
That's
of
what it
reminds
fucking
me
is.
of Abe, but the dude doesn't talk. He's not that intelligent. He understands emotions and things like
He's a
that.
humanoid.
But yeah, he's a humanoid. But he
Amphibious humanoid.
doesn't talk. He just goes, makes weird
He's a
noises.
fucking
Dude. He's
Murloc.
kind of weird. Yeah, and he screams and shit. Like he's kind of scary. But
Shit, dude.
so
like, honey,
very
how was your day
quickly-
at work? Ah! He's just fucking screaming.
it's not like that, dude. Holy shit. It's more fish-like.
I fucked up the mic on that. I can see the lines.
Yeah, you really fucked up.
Sorry, folks.
So, you understand that this mute girl is like kind of on her own, and she masturbates in the tub a lot. That's that's something
They
you
show
get
that.
very quickly. I mean,
Okay.
it's blurred out and shit. Or whatever,
I remember in can we sidetrack real quick?
but- yeah.
One time in history class we were watching
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
remember the name of the
This
movie.
is a throwback.
You might have been in this history class. No, you.
No, I wasn't. I didn't take history with you. I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause I was in honors.
I took honors history,
Psych!
fucker.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were in AP at one point together, and
I don't
then we
think I
both
took
dropped
AP.
it.
I feel like I dropped.
We
I feel like I
right at the
never even
beginning
took
we
it.
both dropped it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
'Cause you dropped it, so I was like, fuck.
Shit.
But anyway,
fuck
so
that.
I was in this. It was a film. I don't remember what it's called, but they're basically retelling the story of women's suffrage and like the
I know
the
what movie you're
protests.
talking about.
And
Yeah.
there's like a scene where she like one of the like protagonists, she's like touching herself in the bathtub.
Mm.
That's what you just reminded me of. But like I
Weird.
remember in class it was just like everybody was really like awkward, and the teacher kept it on for a real long time before he was like, all right, maybe I'll skip ahead of this. He like kept it
Oh
on.
my
He kept it on for a
God.
good like few minutes.
Wow. How long was the scene?
Like-
how long's it got to be?
It felt like an eternity.
That's hilarious, but
Because everybody, I mean, everybody was like,
everybody's like looking at each other.
yeah,
like,
but
"What?"
you knew everybody was like slightly uncomfortable. But like,
You gotta be.
yeah,
Nobody
it's
wants
just
to
kinda
watch
awkward,
that
Yeah.
in a classroom
Yeah,
while
yeah.
all your friends, all
I
your
was like, all right,
people
guys,
around
what's
you
your
like,
favorite
"What?"
part of the movie?
Yeah, that part when that girl was touching herself for like 10 minutes, and you didn't fast forward it. You remember that part?
What was the movie about?
He's like, shh. Everybody sign this form so that your parents
Don't
can't
tell
get
your
upset
fucking
with
parents.
me.
Even though you're in 10th grade, you're probably watching it at home anyways.
Yeah. Dudes go home and beat
Yeah,
out the
I mean, they
hardcore
don't really
porn and
show
shit.
anything, but it's like, it's obvious that it's like,
Yeah.
that's what's going on.
You always know.
And you're like, hey.
Yeah, it's kind of like that
We're
in The
in
Shape of
10th
Water.
grade.
I mean, it's just blurry,
So there's a
I
lot of
guess. So
shit going on in that too.
I mean, literally, it's a brief. It's like a second.
Oh, so it's just a
to-
scene?
so you understand that she's alone and she's like doesn't have anybody in that sense, and also likes water, dude. I guess. Maybe that's what that.
And
has
the
to do with.
shape of it.
And the shape.
Shit.
So where am I at?
So
So
is Fishman just like watching this?
no, she's at her house, dog.
I don't know why. I'm like in my head.
What do you think
this
this
is?
is? You think she lives there? Yeah, this isn't some
This is a
porno.
fucking
Right?
porno.
It's not like that. So essentially, she's like she spends a lot of time with Fishman.
Yeah.
She likes him, but it's weird because he's almost like a pet. Like she's teaching him stuff and teaching him how to eat eggs and teaching him like sign language and shit like that.
Mhm.
She can't talk, but so it's weird. Like it's kind of a pet vibe,
Mm-hmm.
but you're supposed to get the impression that it's a falling in love type of thing.
Okay.
But I just couldn't get into it that way. Anyways, so she develops this connection with him, and there's also this dude who literally brought him from like Africa, right? So he was like a god down there to these native people. This dude found him and drags him to America
So
somehow.
he like steals them.
Yeah, he like it's
Or
just this
him.
one that they know of, and took him to fucking America so
They're
they
like,
could
yeah,
research
what the
him.
fuck?
And they want to kill him and cut him open and learn shit from him.
Oh no.
Because that's what Americans do.
Yeah.
Cut that shit open and we'll figure it out. And there's also this scientist who's like, no, don't do that. We could learn so much.
Dude,
from
this is
from
literally
being
just
there."
stealing from South Park. First, the Kanye West gay fish thing.
There's no Kanye
Then
in it.
the,
or a gay fish.
Then
Where are you getting this?
Then the
I didn't mention any of that.
then the episode where Cartman becomes Osimo, the Osimo robot.
Oh,
It's like I am Osimo, and the military like kidnaps him, and they're like
Yeah.
they want to cut him open to do research on him and see how they make Osimo
Yeah.
so smart.
And
And they're like, "Don't kill him!" And Butters is like, "That's my friend." Yo,
It's kinda like
fucking Guillermo del Toro.
He watched too much South
Stop
Park.
watching South Park.
It got in the back of his mind, and that's how he came up with the story.
Clearly.
So shit, goddamn. Basically, so they're gonna kill him. She's like, nah, you can't fucking do that. Develops a plan to sneak his ass out. She's trying to jail bust him out of that shit. And he can come out of water a little bit,
So
but not too long.
how are they containing him? Like, is he like in a small tank, or does he have a lot of swimming space?
He's literally got a huge place. Like you can't see much of it because I imagine it's like underground and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like a room and then a huge tank of water, and it just goes down for God. I don't know how deep.
Dude, that's
and,
so scary.
It also like reaches around to this other little tank that you can see him in if he comes up to it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it seems pretty big.
Huh.
And he's like chained up and shit. So they successfully bust him out. Fairly like, it goes fairly well. They put him in the laundry thing and they blah blah blah.
Mhm.
Turn the lights out. They do some stuff. I won't really go into it that much.
Yep.
Because it doesn't fucking matter. You can watch the movie if you care about it. But she's keeping him in the bathtub, right, with a bunch of all the stuff that he needs for his water. And I can't remember what comes first, but there's this scene where they're like hanging out, and then she's like, I don't know, she seems hesitant about something, and then later on that night she goes in there and she like drops her robe, and it's implied that there's some sexual relations
Yeah.
between human and fishman. And like I already knew
Make
about
little
that
fishlings.
prior to watching this. Little fishlings. Prior to watching this, I knew that happened. And I was like, when's this gonna happen? Because I kind of like, I want to see how this is gonna go down. Nothing happened. You didn't see anything.
You don't see anything?
But the only thing you get to know about it,
Do you hear any fish
no.
screams?
No.
It's just a fucking dolphin noise.
I don't know what the fuck dolphins do. That was a terrifying.
No,
noise,
like
by the way.
they're like. "Eh." noise. I can't fucking do it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh god, I gotta
Of
edit that
course.
fucking sound out.
No, you gotta keep it.
Sorry.
The next, like, they're at work the next day, dude, and she's literally like, she's walking down the hall smiling and shit, all satisfied, like,
She's like,
just fuck.
Just got fucking laid.
Just got fucking laid, bitch. And the black
Hopped up
lady's
the
asking her,
caddy.
she's like, yo, why are you smiling and shit? And she's just like, doesn't say
I
anything.
can't
She's mute.
fucking tell you, literally.
And she's like, yo, does he have a dick? And she asked him, like, because he looks flat, like you can't see any dick,
Yeah.
so you're wondering, like, how's this work?
Wait, so they never show the fish dick?
No, you don't see any fish dicks, which sucks because that's what everyone wants to see, isn't it? But so she's like, so what happens? How do you do it? And she goes like this.
It's like a silo door.
Yes,
It like opens up and a
basically
missile
something-
comes out.
Yeah, kind of like a. What else is like that? Isn't like a cat like that or something? Like it opens up, something
I don't
opens,
know how
and then
cat
something
dicks work.
a horrible things comes out, and that's their organ.
I don't know, dude.
I guess that's how it works, folks.
My
But
stepdad's dog gets dog boners all the time, and it grosses me out. So I just try to like.
yeah, those are gross.
Yeah, you ever
That's
like?
nasty.
Everybody has like. I feel like everybody knows like one dog that just gets like weird dog boners.
Whenever they sit down, you're
yeah,
just
you're like
looking at a
you
red.
like pet them, and you're like, all right, dude, like chill
Oh,
the fuck
God.
out, man. Like,
Chill out,
come
man.
on.
I'm not gonna pet you anymore, bro.
come on, bro.
Come on,
I know
bro.
you're excited to see
Put
me.
that shit away.
I mean,
dude.
I guess it's affection,
I guess.
but
Keep that shit to yourself.
I don't know. Usually he's out trying to hump our other dogs, so
No. I mean, yeah.
fucking dog.
Leave it for them.
dog boners.
Yeah. Keep that shit away.
This is the Animal Boner Podcast. Welcome to episode 1.
Hit it up.
We talk about the shape of water and other animal penises.
Other fish dicks. So, I'm not gonna. I mean,
So he
that's
pulls
kind of
his
what I
dick
wanna
out.
talk
She
about.
explains his dick.
She explains the
Yeah.
dick. Basically, the dude who brought him back is mad. By the way, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Early on in the movie, the guy who brought him here is kind of the antagonist of the whole thing. He's like the bad guy.
So he's the one who wants him cut open.
He
I
wants
mean,
him
he
cut
did
open.
steal somebody's god. Didn't you say
Yeah.
it was like their god?
Yeah, it was people were praising him as a god down there.
Yeah.
So,
So that's already kind of evil.
but early on, dude gets 2 of his fingers bit off by him, right?
Oh fuck.
Bites him off, and then they're like cleaning the room afterward, and they find the 2 fingers.
Sick.
So they try to put him back on. Like you see him in more scenes with like a stitched up hand.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, they put the tendons back on. They're trying to make them work. And then they just, dude,
Good
literally
luck.
through the whole movie, they just get more and more black. Like they just they're decaying.
They're
on
just
his
rotting
hand.
off his hand.
It's so funny.
That's so gross.
And I was wondering, I'm like, yo, why is anyone talking to this dude and being like, hey, these fingers don't look
yeah, that
so
finger
good?
thing's not working out for you.
Toward the end of the movie, there's a dude sitting in the car with him. He's like, hey, man, your fingers are black. Those don't look so good. And I'm like, finally, somebody's looking
Somebody
out for this
fucking
dude.
said it.
Somebody's like, hey, yo, your fingers are literally like decayed, rotting away.
That's
It's
so
like
funny.
They smell terrible.
I
He
want to
sniffs
see
them and
this
he's like,
movie really bad.
yeah, it's actually it's a funny watch sometimes, but so okay, we'll skip to the shit hitting the fan because
Yep.
basically he finds out where the Fishman is.
Mhm.
They plan to take Fishman to the
Is that his
canals to
official name?
release him. No, I don't. He doesn't have.
So
one.
they just. Oh, he's the asset.
He's the asset, but they
Okay.
don't ever name him or like call him something.
Okay.
It's just he.
Okay, this makes sense. now.
And so they plan to take him there. They're getting there to release him into the ocean, right?
Mhm.
And then the guy shows up shooting guns. He shoots everybody. People go down, but the Fishman has healing abilities. So he heals his gunshots, doesn't give a fuck. He goes up to the dude who's reloading, and he fucking slices his goddamn neck.
He pops all defensive cooldowns
And he's
while
like-
he's getting shot at.
Yeah, he's like, you are a god, aren't you? And he's like, dead, dude.
Oh
So
shit!
it was good. And by the way, that dude had ripped off his fingers because he's like, I'm done with this. Ripped them off earlier. He's like, these dudes aren't doing so good. They're all pussed up and shit. He just
That's
tore 'em
so
off.
gross.
So he's a real G. But then Fishman picks up the girl who's been shot, and he just goes into the water, dude. He jumps in the water with her.
The one who they were
and-
boning.
He like kisses her. What?
The one he was boning.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, sorry. He kisses her. She kind of comes back to life, and they just embrace underwater, and that's the end. And you're just, I don't know.
Okay, so the end of the movie is the movie poster.
Yeah,
Interesting.
exactly. So it's okay. I'd give it maybe a 6.
It sounds like a 6 or a
I
7.
feel like
yeah.
a few things happened that didn't need to happen, and it didn't need to be quite as long.
Yeah.
So that's why it kind of goes down, in my opinion. And I don't know. It's just kind of, it was weird. I never felt like the Fishman was more than like, I don't know, kind of childlike. And so it was weird that there was this sexual element that it just didn't feel right. It
Because
didn't
they
feel
make
like
him
he
seem
was
like a really simple character.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
I don't know why. I
interesting.
don't know why. It's just I don't know.
So it was just
Put
a
me in
weird ass movie when they add in all the
It was weird.
fucking.
A little too long. Shit happened that didn't need to happen. I was just like, all right, stop. Like, let's just. I know.
I thought it was a porn for like 50% of the summary. So
I honestly thought it was going to be more of that.
I was like, huh.
It's not like that's why
I
I was
watched
going
this
to see
video
it,
last
but like,
week.
I kind of expected a lot of like, I don't know, more sexual shit with this like Fishman. Not happening.
That's weird. So it's just like this
It's
thing that
okay.
they like introduce.
It just happens
And
at the end a
then-
little bit, and then you're just like,
Yeah,
weird.
it's interesting.
Not even a scene. It's not even a scene. It's an implication. And then the next day they're like, oh yeah, his dick comes out.
Even in like the Bourne Legacy, there's like a whole scene for the sex.
It's not. I mean,
Like they usually,
Again,
I feel
y'all,
like those movies they
I don't watch
always throw
movies
that
for the
shit
sex
in.
scenes, but when it's an interesting
Yo, what the heck,
sea
man?
monster,
I'm trying to jack off here.
I'm trying to watch these movies to beat. If I can get a quick beat out in a movie,
Thank
it just goes up 2 more points, right?
Amen. A fucking men.
Don't jerk off to movies, guys.
I'm in the theater. No, I definitely am not in the theater.
I'm in the
jerking
theater
off.
next to Pee Wee Herman, beating off. Don't do that either, folks. You will get kicked out. Probably arrested, actually. He got arrested.
Don't masturbate in public. That's not a good thing to do.
PSA of the day, guys. Don't
PSA of the
masturbate in
day,
public.
Don't masturbate in public places.
Here, Zach.
Another bowl rip.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's what we do. That's what we do, boo. So yeah, guys, maybe a 5 or 6 on The Shape of Water. The official review. It's worth a watch if you go to Redbox, I guess. Not what I expected, though. Not what I expected.
You Redbox?
I love Redbox.
Redbox has always been a really good fucking deal. Is it still $1?
Dollar something. It's a little over $1 now.
I still think it's a
$1.20
good
something?
deal.
I think I just yelled into the mic.
We used to get it a lot before streaming era. Like right before the streaming
Yeah.
era took off and like Netflix was still doing DVDs
Yeah.
as like a included service. You remember you used to be able to
Old
stream
Netflix.
on like unlimited screens and order DVDs if it wasn't on streaming? Holy shit. Now we don't even watch DVDs.
Because they don't ever have anything I want to stream.
Sometimes I will. Sometimes I still look shit up and they say it's on DVD, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like for what?
Okay, send me that
purpose?
DVD then. They're like,
Yeah.
we don't have that currently.
It's the exact same price as the streaming for the DVDs. Fat rip. God damn.
It's major out here.
It's fucking major. I'm glad that we've reduced our weed talk though. We just kind of like involve weed by like smoking it and then
Well, it's nice
We
to
don't talk about
sprinkle
our
it in,
bong
but
for
we don't need to
45
sit here
minutes.
and. I mean, if there's a relevant story that's funny,
yeah, that's true.
we'll go for it. It's not like we're
I
gonna
guess it
sit
just
here
kind of depends. Yeah.
and talk about just weed in general.
Yeah.
Everybody's talked about weed. You know, there's nothing else to say.
Everybody. I'm trying to think of
Everybody in
what
the
was on
club
my
talking
list.
about weed.
Um,
How we doing on time? Where we at?
we're at 40. We're about to hit 40 minutes.
What's
39
up?
fucking minutes.
Great job, guys.
We're really sketting it.
Got it.
Sketting it. All right, so here's my list that I have here. I'll just read these off. I have Wendy's mixtape LOL XD.
Tell me about that.
Okay, so fucking.
I instantly imagined like
It's
a
not
Wendy's
called,
employee throwing a mixtape
It's not
in your
called
in your
LOL
bag.
XD. It's just this shit fucking meme. This is a dead meme, people.
Dead
Folks, we got a dead fucking meme alert. All right, you ready for this shit? It's about to get real.
real
Corporate
dead.
like fucking corporations do not need to fucking engage on social media via mixtapes. It's corny. It's not funny. It's a really old joke.
Are they doing that?
If you had said, "Oh, we're going to drop a Burger King diss track 2 years ago," it would have been pretty fucking funny. But in the year 2018, this is such an old fucking joke. Don't fuck. It's a 5-song mixtape. Obviously, it's a joke, right?
God.
But it's just not funny. Everybody was on Twitter. They're like, "Oh my God, Wendy's did a mixtape dissing McDonald's and Burger King."
Wow.
Who fucking cares? That's so stupid.
Who fucking
It makes me
cares?
so.
Was it good, dude?
No, they're not good.
Well,
What are you looking for, bud?
I couldn't find my phone.
Oh my God.
I'm like, yo,
Christ.
I could have sworn.
So yeah, that's.
Did you actually hear it? The whole thing?
I could try and play it on the TV.
That's okay.
You don't want to listen
A
to it?
Wendy's fucking diss track. So
I didn't really want to listen to it.
was it dead? It
To be
was literally
honest.
like toward McDonald's and Burger King and shit.
I don't know. That's what people said.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Or Wendy's. No,
Wendy's is killing it.
Yeah, I don't know. That shit is bad. I always felt like Taco Bell had the best like corporate
They just don't.
corporate like
fuck with
PR
anybody
type
else.
shit, you know? Like Taco Bell, they like get like cool celebrities in on their branding. And
That's
shit.
true, actually. Those nacho fry commercials have been hilarious.
Yeah.
And the what's the Illuminati one they had?
The
It's
breakfast
like
one.
Belluminati. They call it like Belluminati.
Yeah, I remember seeing those on like Adult Swim at night. I'm
Those
like,
are good.
you're like stoned on Adult Swim. You see some Illuminati shit. You're like, what the?
And you see some Taco
fuck?
Bell, you're like, oh.
And you're like, oh fuck, it's Taco Bell.
I need some
shit.
T-Bell right now, dude.
You're like, if only it wasn't 2 in the fucking morning.
Yeah.
Open late.
That's always. They're actually always closed. Like
Yeah.
I think they close at 10. or
They
something like
also literally always. I've not gone to Taco Bell and had them not mess up my order before.
that. Are you serious?
It's either they fuck up my order or the food is cold every time I go.
Wow.
Yeah, fuck Taco Bell.
Fuck Taco Bell.
But if you're trying to get us in on
I've been
that
to
cool
Taco Bell in a
brand deal,
while.
Taco Bell,
Hit us up.
DM me at ZLANJ_ on Twitter.
AKA Z Lange.
ZLange.
Jesus
Hit
Christ.
me up. I'm trying to see your test kitchen in Southern California or wherever
Your
you guys
test
are
kitchen.
at. They have
Yo.
cool stuff.
Have you heard of Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, it looks fucking sick.
It does look sick. My buddy was talking to me about it today, and he's been playing it recently. You can literally like fight a kraken.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That sounds so fun. Dude.
I
out
almost
on the open
fucking
sea?
I almost pre-ordered it.
Really?
Yep, I almost fucking pre-ordered it the night before it came out. I was watching streamers play it, and I was like,
This
"This
looks
looks
sick.
so fucking fun!" Like you play as a pirate. You board
Yeah.
other people's fucking boats, and you slash them with swords and take their treasure.
Take their treasure. Take
It's
their booty
so-
away. Dude.
It's like the classic.
That's what I've
like,
always wanted.
Yeah, it's like holy shit, and we must now finally have the technology to build it.
To get some real
The
good pirate
issue
ships going.
is that, and I told Jackson this because we were both like, oh, this looks really cool. I was
Mhm.
like, I'm gonna wait a week because I guarantee you, all these games that are big on Twitch the night before they come out and they get super marketed and shit,
Yeah.
they always fucking fail. Like, remember
Think so?
how hyped up like No Man's Sky was, and then it ended up sucking, and like. So literally the day it came out,
Not all of them. though, if
I
you
woke
think about
up
it.
and I got on my computer at about noon. I
Yeah.
go on Reddit, top
Reddit,
post
play
on
memes.
the games subreddit, not gaming. Gaming is for 12-year-olds. Go on our if you're a real elite gamer, you go on r/games, not r/gaming. Or r/gaming, however you pronounce your subreddit notation.
Or our gaming.
But top post of games was, yeah, this game fucking sucks. There's literally nothing to do. I was like, how do we run out of ways to like
Maybe they're
rob
playing
other
alone.
people's pirate ships?
maybe they're playing alone.
Yeah, I think their
I
big
feel like
gripe.
that's a really good multiplayer
I think the
game,
big
that's it.
gripe was that like it's not fun unless you're just playing with your friends the
Yeah.
whole time, which kind of makes sense. I
Yeah.
mean, Overwatch solo is not fun either.
A lot of games aren't fucking fun. Solo,
World of
man.
Warcraft, I would not be playing solo.
Not that fun either.
I don't play WoW. Now that I'm 110, I don't play unless somebody's on and wants to do like PGs or arenas.
Play the games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I actually do get on for that stuff because I like to QBGs and try and get more gear, but
mhm.
that's
I
just because I
should be.
want more gear right now.
Yeah.
It's not because it's like, it's still pretty fun because I'm trying to get my shit together, but
Yep.
I don't know. I understand though, with especially a game like Sea of Thieves where you're literally floating in the fucking ocean versus like, and you have a smaller ship too, solo. It's a different ship.
Yep.
Like it's a one man ship, so
How do
you fucking run into
do you
a
play against other solo people?
no, you run into like a group of 4 people
it
on a
open
big ass
world?
boat. You get fucked up. I think it's an open map or servers or something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay,
With
interesting.
islands and shit all over the place.
Huh.
And
Any WoW realms?
yeah. My buddy was telling me that he and his friends were like coasting on the sea and they saw a ship getting fucked up by a kraken down the way.
Yep.
Like just tentacles come out and
That's fucking
bash
dope.
those dudes in. That would be so crazy.
That would be
dude.
sick.
I want that, but I mean it's $60.
Yeah, that's the first problem. Is that
And I'd only play
it's
it
$60
with you guys.
and people are
every
complaining
once in
about a
while.
lack of content.
Yeah,
So I'm
I
like,
wouldn't spend that much. That's kind
I'd
of
pay
like
40
on that
for it.
same level as Subnautica for me. Like I'd pay $25.
Yeah, I only paid
25,
$20
$30
for it. Yeah.
I wouldn't go beyond that.
Yep.
It's not worth that shit.
Yeah, right before it
Not for a
went
game I'd play every once in a
right
while.
before it left early access, I bought it for $20.
Oh really?
Yeah, like the night before. And then downloaded the full release patch.
So you have it.
I do have Subnautica. I played it for about 2
Subnautica.
hours.
I thought you meant
Not Sea of Thieves, sorry.
Sea of Thieves. I was like, holy shit,
I'm
$20.
getting confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves is cool.
He also they ran into like this thing where the ocean went red.
Yep.
Do you know what that's about? Because they couldn't figure it out. They went online and they didn't read anything about the ocean turning red.
I wonder if it's like if you get launched out of your ship and you land in the water and you start swimming in it, it might damage you in some way. That would be my guess.
Oh. You just think it's kind of like an effect of it, like
Yep.
just damage you?
Like,
if
yeah,
you get
yeah.
in?
If you land in the water, like, because what do they call? What's it when you can't go clam digging? Red tide,
Oh,
right? Is that what that's called?
maybe, dude. I think
Where
I
it's like
think I know what
a
you're talking
specific type of
about. Algae.
algae or plankton or something, or in the
Eats you
ocean,
away.
and it if you were to eat the clams affected by that water, you would get like really sick
Wow.
or something. It's some sort of like
So you can do it.
yeah,
when those
it's like
tides aren't in?
it's like diseased ocean water basically.
Wow.
And like it's not uncommon. Like I'm not a fucking ocean expert, but I feel like it's like seasonal or
I'm
some
not
shit.
a marine biologist or some shit.
Yeah. I think
Still.
I don't know.
But crazy. Unless there's something in the game that they don't know about. That's like a crazy new monster. I don't know.
Yeah, or there's like something
Which would be
glowing in
sick.
the water.
It's a scary game. I want to know what else is in there.
Dude, okay, so we mentioned this earlier
Yeah.
with The Shape of Water and now the ocean in
The shape skis.
in Sea of Thieves.
Really, this is a water cast.
This is my one phobia is like bottomless deep water.
I feel you so hard, dude. I'm
With
literally on top of
nothing-
your lap right
with
now.
nothing in
Very
when you can
scary.
see. So like when you were describing like the fishman or whatever you're calling him in this tank,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that sounds fucking scary, dude.
It's
Like
a
if
little
I was the
spooky.
fishman, I'd be freaked the fuck out.
Yo, he was fine.
He
though,
was
'cause
fine in it.
Oh yeah.
I would just stay in the close
There
up.
wasn't anything in it. Like he was what you should be afraid of in there. You know.
I know.
Like I'd be a little freaked out.
Obviously, there
if I was
wasn't
a
anything
fishman.
else in there, but if I was fishman, I'd still be freaked
I'd
out.
be like, yo, what the fuck?
Like, yo, can I see the
I
bottom,
think he was a
please?
little more worried about like, where am I? You know what I'm saying? Like these guys got me captured and shit.
Yeah. What the fuck's going on?
But I feel you. I'm so scared of deep water like that, where you like you can't see the bottom or it's just dark.
That shit freaks me out.
Very very spooky.
Yeah.
Dude, something I think about sometimes. I'll be in the bath, right,
Mm-hmm.
taking a tub, and I'll imagine the bottom of the tub opens up, and I just fall into an empty, dark abyss.
I had a dream like that recently. I was laying in the tub.
Isn't
I was
that
like,
fucked up.
I was
It's
like,
scary to
"Ah."
think about.
I was like, I think it was like I got like stoned in the dream or something, which is a sad.
Get high
dream.
in your dreams,
Like,
dude.
fuck.
You're a real stoner.
And I was like laying in the tub, and then like I started to like doze off, and then the tub just like opened and like sucked me in, and I thought it was like a dream, but I just kept like falling forever. And like the dream, like half the dream was just the sensation of me falling
That's
into like
fucked
this like
up.
bottomless pit.
You could feel
And then
it?
I just like I like literally like jolted awake. Like I was like, "Fuck,
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ!" I don't
Could
know what
you
it
feel
is. I
yourself
have
falling?
yeah. I have falling dreams all the fucking time.
That's fucked.
It's
I hate
terrifying.
that
I've been
feeling.
having falling dreams for my whole fucking life. Literally,
Wow, dude.
some of the earliest dreams I remember are just me falling down fucking holes.
You just fall down holes?
Yeah, man. All the fucking. Isn't that the weirdest shit?
Explain it
I'm
to
gonna
me.
be
So
murdered.
like a hole
pushed down.
opens up. And
Yeah,
you
yeah,
kinda
yeah. Like I'll just be like somewhere and like just fall down like some fucking bottomless pit.
into blackness.
Blackness. Yeah, really
Do you ever
weird.
see anything, or is it
Sometimes it's
just-
like an elevator shaft that like, or for some reason in my head it's an elevator shaft that never ends, or it's like an ocean and I just keep sinking, or it's like I fell out of an airplane,
Oh
but
my
like
God,
I just
Zach.
never get closer to the ground when I'm falling. Like crazy fucking. I have some weird ass dreams about that
That's
stuff.
terrifying.
It's really
dude.
scary.
That's actually one of the
That
scariest
happens
things.
to me a
ever.
lot.
I would hate my life if that
I
was
just don't
me.
have dreams anymore because I smoke pot before bed.
You should.
Yeah.
I don't dream either. Now that you mentioned that, I know a lot of people who smoke weed don't dream very
Yeah,
much.
it's just not a thing.
Um,
It's probably not good for you, but
I mean,
it's probably why you feel so groggy all the time when you smoke weed.
I can't get my dreams out. You know, they stuck in my
Shit,
head. B.
I gotta express them.
I gotta express these dreams. That's actually fucked up though. I mean I don't have that bad dreams. Like I feel like the worst dreams I've had were when I was younger and I was like it was just something spooky.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I never had like falling dreams.
I don't know when the deep water stuff started for me because I used to love going like swimming and shit.
Yeah.
I can do it if I can see the bottom.
Yeah.
Like if I'm at the
Me too.
YMCA, you know, you can see the bottom.
a
You can do
pool?
some pool laps. I'm not
Sure.
in shape to do pool laps, but I could if I wanted. But yeah, I mean,
I don't
you
go
can
in the
see
ocean at all.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of going in the ocean because you can't see past your feet, and and eventually something's just gonna come up, and you're just gonna see an object like render.
Coming towards you. Yeah,
It's
render
gonna fucking
right in front
render into your vision, into your field
Which
of view,
is not good.
and it's gonna be a mouth coming at your foot, and you're going to die.
And you can't do
It's
anything.
gonna pull you down and drown you.
Something about also being in an environment where something else is so much more acclimated.
Yeah.
Like you're never gonna fucking do anything. A shark is gonna. It's so fast. It's gonna just catch you. It's a goddamn apex predator in the ocean,
Yeah.
and you're just floating in it, trying to move around. You don't have mobility. It's shit. It's a scary thing.
I feel like the scariest would be like you don't know what grabbed you, and it grabs you so fast, and that like
And it
when it
just keeps
pulls
pulling
you
you down.
down, it becomes dark so quickly that you just have literally no idea what's going on. You just keep falling until you die.
Dude, eventually
That
your
would be
head
the
would fucking
scariest.
explode or something. You know the pressure down
This is
there.
a great positivity podcast.
We're getting our fears out, Zach. This is how you get the
True.
spookies out.
Wait, so what's your like big like? Are you same with me with ocean? Or
That
do you
one's
have
a really
one that's
scary
worse
thing
for,
for me, but also I'm also very amazed by the ocean. I'm
yeah, the
I'm
ocean's
super
fucking
scared.
insane.
Yeah, really interested in the ocean. We should talk about the ocean sometime.
Shit.
Really, I'm super scared of spiders. Don't like spiders at all.
Mm-hmm.
And
You ever seen a dock spider?
a what?
Dock spider?
Yeah. Fucking
I went
miss me, dude.
canoeing on the Saco River 2 years ago. And you know out at there's a park near that river. I don't want to give away exact locations.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, Saco River narrows us down to 2 states.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It does. We're in Maine.
Yeah.
Everybody listening's from Maine anyways, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But at the park in Biddeford, there's a boat launch, and there's an old train tracks that used to go across the river.
Yeah.
So there's still a couple stone pillars out in the river,
Yeah, I think. I know
but
what you're
there's
talking
no
about.
bridge anymore for the train to cross on. So on the pillars, we were canoeing by it. We saw 20 of those big-ass dock spiders, like the size of my hand,
How many?
like 20.
Wow.
Like they were just on that shit. And I was like, because we were like, we saw the ladder on the side of it. We were like, oh, let's jump off this.
Yeah.
Let's jump off these stone pillars into the water. We thought it was gonna be fun. So then, my friend David goes to grab a rung on the ladder, and then he notices the first spider, and immediately it's so fucking big that he freaks out and he jolts backwards. He almost capsized our canoe, and he fell in the water from seeing this spider. He almost flipped my canoe over, which would have fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Because it's a really heavy canoe, and I do not
I would have done
wanna-
the same thing, dude. Like, you just had that reaction of fall back, like,
And then,
dip out, man.
like, there were two. So our other friends in our other canoe was
getting
looking at
goosebumps,
the
dude.
other stone pillar.
yeah.
Oh my god, dude, your hair is like.
Do you see that? Like, I'm just thinking about this story, and it's making
Yeah,
me like.
so he saw them too, and he was like, "Oh fuck, there's a lot of spiders on this." So we were like,
Is he over there like, yo guys, a lot of spiders?
yeah.
over
So
here."
both canoes, we were using our paddles to push off the pillars and not get spiders, but there were so many fucking spiders that it was hard to find a spot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because there were like
What the
parts where
fuck
it was,
is
like,
this?
It was like close enough where the
Spider
spider
pillar?
might like run on it. I don't know.
That
I don't know how
sucks,
they
dude.
got
Can
there
you
in the
imagine?
first place.
Comes up your
Yeah,
like.
it comes up your paddle. We were freaking out about that, dude. It was huge.
It's crazy that they
There had
were
to be,
that
like
big.
10 or something on my 10 or 20, man. It was freaking me out. Sorry, dude.
That's so scary to me, dude.
Spiders.
I hate that shit. Dude, another thing. I mean, it's
about, like,
it's
little
like you're
baby
interested.
spiders.
You're interested in what you're afraid of. So
Mhm.
I like to hear shit about that because it's it's an intense story. But freaking me out. I don't like any, dude. Doesn't matter. Like
You
to
don't
me,
even
they're
like,
all
the ones that are like tinier than your thumbnail.
those ones. I'll just
Those
fuck
ones,
up,
I don't
dude.
fuck
I
them
kill
up. I'm just like, it's a tiny spider.
If they're in my
whatever.
house, they're done.
If it's big enough,
You're done, though.
if it's big enough where I can like see it easily,
I think it might be like there's a lot of things I don't like about spiders. The legs are one. How many
Yep.
legs they have? They're fast. They scurry.
Yep.
I don't like the fact that they have hair on them. That's fucked up too.
Yeah, that shit's nasty.
Get that shit out of here. I also don't like their faces. They're fucking gross looking. They're scary. I
Hey,
don't
yo,
want them on me.
You ugly spiders.
You ugly dog.
What do you got? Multiple eyes and shit?
Yo,
and
my
mouths?
my stepmother's father, when he was a youngster, he told me this story because he knows I don't like spiders. No. My stepmom's dad. Did I say stepdad? I think I said mom. Her dad, when he was a kid, he said he went into a barn, right? He was walking around, and I think he was climbing a ladder or something, fell back, and when he fell down, he landed in a nest of spiders. dude.
Oh.
And they literally all
And did he
burst
hit his
out.
head?
And just, I don't know if he hit his
I
head.
can
It wasn't
imagine
really-
being like feeling concussed
And just,
while your
oh.
head is on top of a bursting spider
Oh my
nest.
God. And they all just
And you're disoriented
take
and you're
your head.
having you know that there's spiders crawling all over you,
but
but
you
you're
just can't
too
move.
concussed to really get oriented to like get
concussed.
up and like you're like
I gotta get
"Fuck."
up. That would be
That's
my
scary.
awful nightmare. They just took him over, man.
Yeah, what's that scene in the newest Indiana Jones movie?
I haven't seen that one.
I
The
think
Crystal
it came
Skulls?
out. Yeah, the Crystal Skull. I think
Fuck
it's like
that. Shia LaBeouf's in that one.
I think there's like a scene in one of these Indiana Jones movies where
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Joan, the singular.
India Joan.
Indiana Joan.
Let's make a spin-off called India Joan.
India Joan. That's his short name. But isn't there like a scene where like this dude gets just like covered in ants, and they just like burn his skin off or some shit,
Oh,
and like
is that in
they
that
like
one?
crawl in his mouth.
Fuck. Ants I can deal with a little more. I don't like them. They annoy me,
Bugs
but
are nasty.
I don't like bugs.
I don't
dude.
like
Get them out
bugs.
of here. That's what ruins the outdoors for me.
Yeah,
There's
same.
so many fucking things I gotta
Dude,
avoid.
I love like yesterday. Great segue. This is
Segway.
I love going outdoors, but I prefer like minimal contact with bugs. Like I usually bug spray
Minimal.
myself pretty good to a point where it's still like life is still enjoyable. Excuse me.
Excused.
Hiccuping. What else? I'm trying to what was he talking about?
Chill out, fam.
I don't know why I have the hiccups so bad right now.
They're so bad. They're so bad right now.
Quit
You don't
making
like going
fun of me.
outside, or you like going outside, but there are downfalls.
Yeah, it's just like there's so much effort involved. You gotta like carry shit with you. Like hiking's cool, but like you have to hike, you know?
You have to hike.
Exactly.
I
So
want to go hiking.
like yesterday, what I did was me and my friend Ryan, I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless.
Me and my friend Ryan
Papa bless.
drove to New Hampshire.
Oh,
we
nice.
drove to we took Route 5 all the way into Freiburg, or Route 5, and then Route 5 into Freiburg, and then like I think it's 117 into the North Conway area.
North Conway.
And we, instead of going through North Conway, we went to the Kankamagus Highway.
Cool.
It's dope. Have you ever been on that highway?
No.
It's like this. It's not
Hate
really.
driving.
It's a 32-mile long stretch of highway, and it's just a mountain road. You're just on mountains the whole
nice.
time, and it's
That'd be
so
enjoyable.
fucking sick. You feel like a race car driver because you're going like 60 on these roads.
Wait, is this to New Hampshire?
This is in New Hampshire, yeah.
Oh.
So I did it.
We're going to New
I
Hampshire
did it
next weekend.
Dude, it's so dope. You should drive it.
I want to take that
should,
route.
Yeah.
Sounds
So
sick.
you go and it ends, and then you're in Lincoln, New Hampshire, and you're at Loon Mountain. Have you ever been
Oh.
there?
No.
It looks like a cool ski resort. I've never seen it, but I've seen it now.
Ooh.
But yeah, so I went down there, and then we went back up the opposite direction,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, God, this is so fucking dope. Like the drive there was awesome.
This is so dope.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I noticed this recently. As like, you ever notice like the best part of like your shitty day is just like your drive to work? Like that's kind of like that's for me when I'm driving. That's like my like meditation moment.
I gotta tell you.
Oh yeah, you're
Well,
road ragey.
Let me. I mean,
I forgot about that. You get
There-
you get in arguments with people.
dude, it's because
piss a
they're
lot of
so fucking stupid, Zach. I literally some guy almost killed me on my way here today.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
It's like I can't fucking go out without fucking some idiot. Like literally, people shouldn't have their driver's license, folks. Like I don't know how half of you pass. Either
Too many
anyway.
people in this state have driver's license.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I was just merging onto the highway, and I actually wasn't even merging in. Like I just had the lane to go straight, and then some guy just starts putting his blinker on. Doesn't
fucking
care that I'm
merging.
there. He just came in.
Yeah.
I'm fucking wailing on the horn, and I go around him. He didn't even look at me. It didn't even seem like it registered to him that there was a fucking human being there. And I swerved in front of him, almost hit his car, and I fucking hit the brakes, and I flipped him off and do all that good stuff. And he's like, "Hey, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Dude,
Yeah, I wouldn't.
you
do
almost
that.
killed me, fam. Like fuck off. You shouldn't be driving anyway. Like I'm so mad." But this happens on a daily basis. People just don't pay attention, and it's baffling. to me.
Yeah,
It makes
my
it hard to
recent
wanna
car
drive.
accident scare was somebody started merging into my lane, and I was in their blind spot.
Mm.
And I
Maybe
just
I was in his
started-
blind spot,
I
but
just
don't
started
know.
honking and braking until they like noticed, and I drove around them because they were going really slow, and I was like,
I hate that.
I
like,
just
that's
I
the type
just
of shit
give
that makes
them
me
the
lose
like
my mind.
what the fuck shrug, and they're like, sorry.
I get
It's
in
like
front.
fuck you, dude. Don't
get
fucking
mad.
cut me off and shit.
Yeah.
I'm the one going
Idiot.
70 here. Wait for me to
Idiot
pass and then
people.
merge in the lane. Look over your fucking shoulder. How old are you?
That's what I'm saying.
Look in your
Zach.
fucking
you
blind
get exactly
spot.
What
You know
I'm
how many
saying.
people die because you don't look in your blind spot when you're driving?
It's fucking
It happens
stupid.
a ton. I think that's one of the most common ways to fucking die while you're driving. I'd
It's also,
imagine.
people don't put their blinkers on at all either.
Yeah.
Yo, can we get anyone who listens to this, please fucking put your blinkers on when you drive. It's
Yeah,
really
use
easy
your
to
fucking
do.
blinkers. It's not that difficult. I use my blinker doing literally a turn everywhere. There's not a place where I don't blinker.
Yeah, why not?
Unless I'm literally leaving my parking lot.
Yeah.
That's it. And even then,
On the regular.
sometimes I'll just blinker out of my parking lot. Seriously.
Sometimes I just blinker for no reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's easy, guys. Just put your blinkers on.
Just drive safe, folks.
Yeah. But so, I mean, sometimes I can just chill out and listen to my music and kind of calm down.
Yeah.
And everyone's, people don't fuck with me, and it's good.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy my drive. But other times, people are just acting like absolute imbeciles.
For me, like, I feel like most of the time I'm just like, that's the only time that I have to like just be like, all right, like chill the fuck out, put on some music you like, and just like collect your thoughts
Mm.
for like 30 minutes or whatever.
Collect some thoughts, man.
Yeah, collect some thoughts.
That's a good thing.
THOTS.
You gotta do that.
I have
I
zero
like to do that when
thoughts.
I get home, though.
Yeah.
I like to sit and just fucking
Just chill the fuck out for a few.
Chill the fuck out a little bit.
Yeah,
Play some games.
definitely.
Yeah, dude.
Um,
What were we talking about? Where do we go? Do you want to take a hit of this?
yeah, we can repack that too. We just hit an hour and 5 minutes, so if you want, we can
Word.
do another 2-parter, and I'll actually upload part 2.
How far do you want to go into this one? Let's do like 120 on this.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Fuck it. Let's just see. Maybe we just split it up. Maybe we split it up after. I don't know.
Sure.
We'll figure it out.
Let's get to let's get it.
Let's get it.
I brought not to change much of a subject here, but I brought a bong, and Zach was like, "Oh my god, no."
Yeah, I was.
I
was pissed
too
about
much.
it. I was like, "Fuck, dude, a fucking bomb."
I thought you'd want it. I thought you'd be excited, but
Dude, you know I only smoke a doinks.
you know I'm a premium doink roller only. Miss me with that shit. Oh god. No, we're fine. Yeah, Zach. The kid's a real G. He blows it right into the mic.
Fucking microphone.
He's like, yo, we're not going to blow it into the mic this time.
Real quick.
Make sure your headphones are plugged in this time, Zachy.
Testing.
Zach attack.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're just gonna keep fucking rolling with it, folks.
Yo, have you ever seen Saved by the Bell?
I don't really remember it.
But you seen it? You know the main guy's name is Zach?
Yep.
Zach Morris.
Yeah. Is Saved by the Bell the one that has like Topanga in it?
Fuck you, no.
What one is that?
Dude, Topanga? That's Boy Meets World.
That's which one?
Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets World?
Yeah. That's
I don't know why I
Topanga.
thought she was in Saved by the Bell for some reason.
Saved by the Bell is.
I thought she was in some
that
like
high school days.
sitcom. This is how.
She is. That's what Boy Meets World is. A sitcom.
Oh, it is. I thought it was
Yeah.
like some puberty.
It's just it's a more. I mean, it's like an late '90s maybe. Early 90s?
Yeah, so it's like a similar genre.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very similar, but totally different.
Okay, so I'm not too far off then.
No.
I'm not too bad.
I love Saved by the Bell though.
I'm doing alright.
I'm doing
Dude,
alright.
what do you recommend for? Can I stream it?
I think maybe it's on Netflix or something.
Yeah.
If you really like oh God, it's such a corny ass show, dude. It's so funny to watch. Now it's like you just watch shit and you're like, oh my God, people are so fucking ridiculous.
What?
Like I don't know if this is how people acted.
In Saved
but-
by the Bell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some of these teenagers are just like, I don't know. One girl will like Zach, and then at 2 seconds.
No
later,
girls like this, Zach.
2 seconds later. Fucking what's that guy's name? Mario Lopez is like, hey girls, I got a car, and they're like, oh my God, and they just go.
That's how
like, is that
simple
what
they
people
are.
Like?
That's how simple high school girls in the 90s were.
That's
They're
what
just
they
like,
make them
oh,
seem
fuck,
like.
this dude's
Yeah.
got a fucking car. Shit.
Wow, Slater, I really like your car.
Do you think
and
it's
your
because we
fucking
grew up in a
pecs."
really, like, privileged, like, rich white people town that we just take owning a car for granted? Because I feel like
no,
I feel like when they put, like, I don't know, everybody in TV shows are rich. You ever notice that? Like, nobody is ever
Usually.
just, like, when you go to, like,
There's
a
some poor
TV show
folks.
character's apartment or house, it's always way more than what they do for work.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of one example of, like, actually,
I
I
always
feel like
thought that,
Seinfeld had a pretty realistic apartment.
Yeah. I was thinking Friends too, but Friends wasn't that unrealistic.
No, Friends
either.
was a big-ass apartment.
They were big though, but and what did those fuckers do? Like, I know
I think they
Ross
had
was some sort of
legit jobs.
paleontologist, but he was a teacher and he had a nice apartment.
Yeah, they were like professionals in some field or some sort.
Jennifer Aniston. was
There's
just
like
having
ones
sex
that
with
make
people.
sense, like The League. Do you remember that show, The League?
That's
They're
a
all
good
lawyers and doctors and shit.
That's true.
So they're just rich dudes. So it looks like they're actually rich, but it looks like they're realistically rich, right? Like
Yeah.
they're like, they have like a big house, but it's in like the suburbs. You know, like they don't like own.
Well, they're
not like, oh, I'm going
each
to
dude
the-
has a fitting home. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
But like if that was like, if they did it the same as like,
Anders home.
think about like New Girl. You ever see an episode of New Girl?
Yeah, I've
Like
seen
the
a few.
apartment that they all live in.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean, that seems okay.
they're like,
'cause they're
oh,
all
I'm a
living in
gym
there.
instructor, and they like live in this like big ass fucking open concept penthouse.
That's true.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, 4 of them though, right? Or 3?
For
How many live there?
that looked like okay. So the average rent in there, it's
The
written that they're
average
in
rent?
Manhattan, right, or in New York.
They must. Yeah, I think.
I think it's or Chicago maybe. Either way,
I don't know.
both
I
of
don't
those
watch the
places
show.
have extremely high rent. If they're in New York City, they're probably paying for a tiny ass. This would be like 3,000. What I'm in right now would be 3,000 a month in New York.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So gym instructors don't really like. If
I made $400
that's
this
just
week.
that's just a weird thing about like sitcoms that they always make weird.
That's actually a lot.
So yeah, I do find it strange that they write in that getting a car is a big deal to that show.
Well, I guess in
that
like,
was the point I was trying to
to
circle
some
back
nerd,
to.
to some kids who are like 16 and nobody else seems to have a car, and then like this one dude gets a nice ass car.
What kind of car was it?
He actually like it started out shitty and then he made it nice. It was like a
Is it like a
generic
red
Corvette, something like that.
It's a Corvette.
I don't
Did
know.
it have a convertible?
Yeah,
What?
a convertible. I'm sorry.
I knew it was a fucking red convertible. That's
Red
so
convertible.
predictable.
Yeah, that's the generic like, car you get when you're trying to impress
Christ
ladies in the
almighty.
90s.
Red convertible. Ladies, hit me up. A red convertible's hot.
A red convertible's still hot.
I've started shopping for my next car when this lease is up. So
I gotta know if red.
let me
is
know
still
if red
hot.
convertibles
I know
are hot.
convertibles are
I'm
definitely.
gonna get a
hot.
red Mazda Miata. A used
Yes.
2002 red Miata
A used.
with like
2002 was a
200k
good
miles
year for
on
me,
it.
So
2002 was a good year for Mazda Miatas too. This
For-
one's
for the Miatas.
supercharged. It's got about 120 horses under the hood, 300 pounds of torque. Those are car stats.
pounds of torque. Is that how that works? Is it measured in pounds?
Yeah, so like there's
didn't know
horsepower
that.
and there's torque. Torque is like what kind of like pushes you. You know when you like slam on the gas and you
Yeah,
like
dude, that torque.
and you like jolt back? That's the torque of the engine.
Yeah.
That's creating that G-force.
TORK.
The horsepower is more so, I think, about how much power the engine can give to create torque or something. I don't know. I don't know how that shit works. I'm not a car
Cool.
expert, but
I'm not a mechanic either, so
why did I bring that up?
I bring my car to other people to take care
Why
of.
did I mention that? I don't even
Because we were
remember.
talking about sweet Corvettes.
Oh yeah.
Or I'm sorry, convertibles.
Red convertible, torque.
Torque.
Do
Check out my torque.
single ladies? Do you like cars with torque? How many pounds of torque minimum?
Are required.
Torque to the wheel, as they say. How much? Give me a pound number. DM.
So
me.
yeah, go watch Saved by the Bell, folks.
Go watch
That's
Saved by the
what I'm
Bell.
getting at here. It'll make
Mario
you laugh.
Lopez gets a red convertible, and it
At
might
one
be a
point,
Mazda Miata.
It might be.
It could be.
A 2002 used.
2002 and used with 200k miles on it still.
He's like, yeah, guys, I got this on Craigslist.
He's like, I traveled to 2018 when this car was already old,
When
and
this
then I
car
brought
was
it back
irrelevant
to
now.
before it was invented.
Only spent $1,500.
Mad cheap, fucking mad cheap car.
Yo, I'm getting my my windshield replaced.
Oh,
Safe flight repair. Safe flight replace.
Nice,
That's a
dude.
plug right there.
Are you
Shout out.
going through them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you didn't call that place that I told you to call?
No.
Oh, you didn't? No. I
Sorry,
don't
fam.
think they sold windshields anyways. I don't know.
I couldn't find them, but
You couldn't find it? Oh,
No.
you should have hit me up. I would have sent you the link. But all right.
either way, fam,
whatever.
it's okay. I appreciate the help.
I'm glad it wasn't
But,
like $2,000 or whatever. That's what they told me it was to
No.
replace the windshield on my car.
Oh my god.
They were trying to sell me this. It's basically like this car care warranty, so I don't get charged like $3,000 at the end of my lease.
Yeah.
Basically, they can charge you for anything that will devalue the car. So if that car is not in mint condition when you return it, they can charge you for it.
No
and
shit.
basically, a lot of the time, they just replace the entire component. So like scratches and shit. Like if it's on a plastic bumper, you just buy a whole new
They
plastic
picked
bumper.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like they're trying to sell me this like $600 thing for the lease, and they're telling me everything that it covers, and I was like, oh fuck. So I bought it. I bought into it. But he was
Damn.
like, that was one of the things he told me. He was like, if you get a chip in your windshield and your insurance doesn't cover it because they don't see it as standard wear and tear, you're just gonna have to pay $3,000 for a new windshield.
How much was this coverage?
$600 for the whole 3.5 years.
That's
I know.
Yeah.
I was like, this seems worth it. What they tried to do,
not that
what
bad.
they tried to do was add like $15 a month to my monthly for it, and I was like, nah, I'm buying it all up front now, and I just paid the whole $600 up front. So
Good for you, man.
I got that shit, man.
I got it.
Got that shit.
Yeah, that's probably worth it in case some bullshit
Shout out to
happens. You know what I
Wise
mean?
Care. The car
me
lease
covered.
warranty.
That's what's up, dude. You got to keep that thing looking good.
Gotta keep that shit clean.
The whip.
I'm pretty sure I can just go into and be like, yo, this has got a scratch on it, and they'll just paint over it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Cool.
sure that's how that shit works now too, which is
Hell
dope.
yeah, dude.
But
My car
that's
looks like
cool.
shit.
I'm glad that I got that, and I'm glad that yours does not cost $3,000 to replace the
Me
windshield.
too, dude. Holy shit.
Because that would basically, I don't know. I mean, how much do you think
That would
your
kill
car
me.
is worth?
That car.
Because that
car,
might
I could
total it,
maybe
maybe,
get,
right?
if it was 3,000 or something like that for my windshield.
Yeah.
That would be more than what
Actually,
my
no, I
car's
bet that
probably
car's
worth.
like $5,000.
You think so?
Yeah. What year is it? I'm gonna
2010?
Kelly Blue Book this.
2010.
I want to know. 2010? Yeah, you might be able to
2010,
get
baby.
like $5,000 at it. Let's
But
see.
it's fucked, dude. It's got a bad. The front of it's all mangled.
Unreal.
So, yeah.
KBB.
KBB.
Let's see. We're gonna.
KBB, baby.
I don't know why I need to look this up, but my car's
He wants to shit on the value of my car.
No,
on
I don't
live
want
stream.
to. I'm not doing it for that.
Live on
It's
the
a Chevy, right?
Yeah.
Chevy Cobalt.
Wow, good for you, dude. Remember?
I remember that shit, bro. Yo, how many miles has it got?
Like 135.
135,000.
I've been cruising. I gotta come hang out with you every Monday.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry about
Sorry,
that.
I live far away.
Is it 2-door or 4-door?
4.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
For them
Ooh,
kids.
Let's see.
I don't have kids.
Do you know what trim it is? Is it LS?
I actually don't know.
I'm gonna go with LS.
Okay.
There's like 5 different trims.
Yeah, I never know what fucking one it is.
Price with standard equipment. We're gonna say it's blue.
It's green, dude.
Vehicle's condition fair. Because you said the front was mangled.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll say fair.
There's some dents in the front there.
Let's see what we got here. Transactions found. Analyzing results near you.
$50.
Oh, that's trade-in. No, sell to a private party. Okay, $4,000. It says $1,690 to $3,780.
Yeah.
So
Nothing that special, fam. But
yeah, I feel like
if shit hit the fan, you know.
you're just That's I mean, I almost totaled my car when my transmission failed when I had the Accord. You remember the Accord, right?
Oh yeah.
I loved that thing.
Really,
No,
I love
didn't.
the Mr.
fucking hated
Mercedes,
it.
honestly.
Yeah, the Mercedes was badass.
That was.
Yo, I
badass.
looked up the Mercedes, like some specs about the Mercedes the other day.
Yeah.
That thing was a fucking powerhouse, dude.
It
It
was
had
a
like
powerhouse.
250 horsepower.
Why did you ever get up there?
I don't know. I was
Oh,
just
You should have been.
I
hitting the
should have been
streets.
fucking cruising, dude. I mean, I used to be able to speed pretty efficiently on the highway with that fucking thing until
Oh,
I
yeah.
started getting pulled over. I got pulled over going 18 over on the highway one time. That was rough.
You got pulled over for going 18, dude.
18 over.
Yeah, I know, but like, wow.
I was going 88.
Oh, 88.
Yeah.
That's actually That's a little fast.
88 and a 70.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was.
I thought it was like a
bullshit.
60 or something. You were going like almost 80, and I was like, yeah, I'd never get pulled over for going 80.
No, if it was a 60 and I was
88,
going
yeah.
88, I would get arrested. That'd be
Holy
criminal.
shit.
If
Yeah.
you get caught speeding 20, I think it's 25 or 20 miles per hour
Wow.
over, it's criminal. They can just arrest you on the spot.
Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah,
I gotta remember that.
yeah. Yeah, you
God
gotta be
damn.
careful. Be really careful. I've heard some fucking scary stories. People are just like, I was just trying to get home fast. I was trying to make an 8-hour drive, a 6-hour drive,
Yeah.
and I spent the night in the clanker.
Wow.
Like, fuck.
I
Because who's
can't
gonna fucking
imagine,
bail
dude.
you out?
I can't imagine if I was like just trying to get home
Yeah.
and I got fucking arrested. Like,
Yep.
oh my god.
Yep. That'd be fucking insane.
That'd be an awful phone call
So
I
yeah,
have to make.
don't ever speed that much.
Can you come bail
Or
me
get a
out?
radar detector.
Yeah, I got
I've
arrested.
been thinking about doing that.
A radar detector
Yeah,
for
radar
cops?
detector.
Do they have one of those?
What do you mean?
What does it detect?
It like can sense the band of like radio wave that they shoot out to detect your
no
car's
shit.
speed.
Is that legal?
Yep, I checked. So there's 3 states where it's illegal, but all other states it's completely legal.
That's dope.
'Cause,
so you
I
can actually
think-
figure out where they're spotted out.
Yeah, because I think basically the defense for it, because I was really wondering, I was like, why don't they just make this illegal?
Yeah.
So I was curious. I was like, why are they letting
Seems
people buy
overpowered.
things to defend themselves from speeding?
Yeah.
And basically what people say is other people can still use, like, it's not just police who use radars. Like, technically people can just buy radar, like, that shoots that band, and, like, that's technically considered monitoring you. So basically it's like, oh, I deserve a right to know who's monitoring me.
Fair enough.
Basically. It's very, very interesting argument.
Huh.
But people are, like, weird about radar detectors because they range from, like, $50 to, like, $1,000 easily.
Holy shit.
So you're like, all right, which one are you supposed to get? So I was
Yeah.
looking at, like, the $50 ones, and everyone's like, don't fucking get the $50 one.
No
It's
shit.
so shit.
It's like really.
But
not
then
worth
there's,
it.
like, 50% of people are like, it's good. I like it. So,
Wow.
yeah, it was just really weird.
That's a
'cause
tear.
you can't really tell, like, what is going to make it better. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing that really tells you what's going to make it better. The price just goes up. So you're like, oh. And, like,
Wow.
I think at a certain
Read
price
those
point,
reviews,
it
I
starts
guess.
detecting laser
Yeah.
as well. Because that's a new technology that they use to
shit.
detect speed is lasers.
Wow.
The lasers.
The laser swift.
The lasers.
Yeah. That's a pretty cool idea.
But that shit's expensive, dude. I
But
don't
it's
think I'm going to buy
expensive.
one.
It's an expensive thing to just be like.
I was
don't know,
thinking
just
about,
go
I
the
was like,
speed limit.
what else costs $300? I was like, a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. Or
Like,
just, food for a while.
food for 3 months.
Food for 4 days.
I eat $300
$200
$300
meals.
worth of food in a week.
You have a really fancy dinner and then you
I
eat
have
like
9
shit.
children to feed.
9
My wife
children.
Sharon left
I'm
me.
a daddy. Sharon. Sharon,
I
miss
spend
you so.
$1,200 a week on food.
I get almost nothing in child support.
Sharon, come back.
Sharon. I made this
She
podcast
left
just
me
to
for
shout out
Jim.
Sharon.
Curse you,
Please come back.
Jim.
Jim at the office. Fuck you.
Fuck you, Jim. I'm not a cuck.
I'm not a cuck.
I'll get her back. Yo, we're at
Yeah, yeah.
121, 122.
Damn. We're sick at this.
Yeah. All right. So I got another thing on my list here. I've noticed recently a lot of people. This is aimed at nobody in particular, not one specific person.
No.
We've all done this. We've all been here. We've all done this. But it's time to stop. All right, folks?
It's time to stop.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop going to concerts and recording 10 fucking minutes of the concert with your shitty camera for 10 minutes and then posting it on your story so that I have to watch it. Just don't do it. Just
Yeah,
don't do it.
I agree with that.
I can count on my hand how many people did that like last week, but it's more than on one hand, which is too many.
A lot of people do that shit.
I don't
Dude,
need
you
to
can't
see
go to a
10
concert
minutes
without
worth of
everyone's phone being out.
blasted fucking audio. Like, it always sounds like shit. You can't really tell what song it is.
No.
And then, like,
You're just like,
there's
oh, I
bright
kind of know those
lights,
lyrics.
so you can't even really see the act half the time because the lights fuck up the exposure in the camera and shit.
Yeah.
So the camera's confused as fuck. And it's just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I don't know what to capture.
So you just see, like, your favorite artist, but, like, his face is covered
You see a
completely, so
silhouette.
you don't really know who it is, and he's purple from the
Yeah.
light that's directly above him. And then, like, it's him performing, or them. Maybe your favorite artist is a woman. I don't know. But it's your favorite artist performing, and fucking you can barely hear them singing because the sound's all echoey, and there's a million people yelling beside you. Just don't bother, man.
Enjoy the concert. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
just
There's nothing wrong with
you
taking a
don't
little video for
record
yourself.
your favorite song from your favorite artist. You know, Josh went to a Lil Peep concert.
Did you really?
Yeah, he went to a Lil Peep
I'm
concert
jelly. I wish I
right
could've
before he
seen Lil
died,
Peep.
like 3 weeks before he died or something.
No kidding.
Yep. And
Rest in peace, little Pete.
he like recorded someone, I don't remember, I think somebody who follows him sent me this video. He recorded Lil Peep performing Josh's favorite song by Lil Peep.
Okay, which was?
I was like, I don't know, I don't remember. But I was like, why would you fucking
So
Why
Josh
wouldn't
just
you-
recorded the whole song.
Yeah, I was
right?
like, why wouldn't you just jam out at the concert? Like, what? Why?
Yeah.
And then, of course, it's a fucking Instagram video, so you can't really hear what's going on. I'm assuming. And I'm sure the video's shit, because it's a cell phone video.
Just fucking have.
So
a
the
good
moral
I mean,
of the
if
story,
that's what he wanted
folks.
to do, you know, that's cool. If that's what gets, if that's how you have a
If
good
you really
time, I
have
guess
to,
do
just
it. but
know I'm annoyed. You're annoying me.
I mean, I
And
get
it's
that you
not
wanna have
aimed
some
at any
memories,
one
but-
particular person. Like I said, multiple people are doing it. But you gotta just...
It has to stop.
Maybe if I went to a concert, I'd just get this
Smack
like
phones out of people's
temptation.
hands.
I'd just be like, oh my god, I have to record this, and just fucking...
I've been in that situation, dude, where you're like, wow, I want people to see this. Like, this is pretty dope. But at the same time, you want to like,
I'm more the type of person
wanna
who
chill.
tries to get a decent photo of the band or whatever
yeah.
while they're on stage, and then I just kind of like Facebook it or Instagram it or whatever, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, saw these guys at here. I feel like that's more what I do for... And I never actually... I went to a lot of concerts in high school, and I didn't ever take pictures of the concerts because it was just like, there's no point. I always knew that they were going to look like shit.
I took a couple pics and like short vids, like as long as Snapchat would let you like 10 seconds, I would take a little video. But then I'd enjoy the rest of the song or whatever. Like, just fucking chill. It's nice to like watch it and see it happen and not paying attention to your fucking phone and make sure your video looks good.
Yeah.
You got everybody in frame and you're like you're recording.
It removes the
like,
reality
it takes you
part
out of
of
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I'm paying attention to the video.
Yeah,
I'm
it's like
taking.
you're just watching it on YouTube at that point. If you're
Yeah.
just looking through your
It's like,
fucking
fuck off, go
camera
back
screen.
home then.
Yeah. There's no point.
That's all you wanted to do.
Yeah. And or if you really want to record just 10-second video, just keep it down to 10 seconds so that I just have to tap my finger once to
Do it
skip.
for the taps, all right?
I
us.
love watching Snapchat stories, just not 5-minute long concert Snapchat stories.
I don't love watching
because they're
Snapchat
never good.
stories.
You don't love watching Snapchat stories?
Not many.
Oh, I like
They're
seeing what
usually
people are
pretty
up
fucking
to.
lame.
Usually people are like, hey, I'm driving and smoking weed, and then I picked up, hey, here's my buddy I picked up. And now we're both driving
I post
and
something
smoking
on my
weed.
Snap story literally once every
All you do is post
3
like
months.
bong rips on your Snap story.
That's not. I've never posted a bong rip on my Snap story.
Oh, I guess we have our own Snap story.
Exactly. That's too. I mean, no one.
And we're back.
What up? Back in the stew.
Just took a little break.
Longest
Hunter
pee in
went
my
pee
life.
pee. I tried to look for news to talk about before we close out the show, but I didn't
There
really
wasn't any
find
hot
too
news.
much.
The news isn't popping today, but
Yeah, there's not a lot going on. But I did want to bring up, did you see this game called Scavengers?
no.
Nobody else seems hype about it except me.
It's
I'm
a Zach only
pissed.
hype train.
I'm fucking pissed.
Tell
Dude,
me about
okay, it's made by the people who made like Halo, Destiny, Call
Bungie?
of Duty, like
Activision?
people from all sorts of like different famous game development studios.
Okay.
Basically before their games became like money pits where you just churn out a new game. So a lot of like the original devs who have like the real vision for these games that made them innovative from the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm laying in this position, but I'm pretty tired, so I'm just kind
Zach is sprawled out
I'm
right now.
sprawled on the couch. Put my
Belly
legs
hair
up like
askew.
this, belly hair out, fucking love handles out,
0 fucks.
cock's out. All right.
Cock is out.
Confirmed. But yeah, so this
Yeah.
game is called Scavengers. And basically it's like battle royale, MOBAs, and then like action like team-based shooters combined.
Holy shit.
So basically they call it a co-opetition, if that makes sense. Or a co-opetition, if that co-op competition.
Yeah, I got you. I'm with you.
I
I put those two together.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, but terrible name for that genre. But basically
Probably
what it
could've been
is it
better thought
has
through.
like these PvE moments where you'll team up with other teams in your map
Mhm.
to eliminate shit to like get some sort of bonus from it or to complete some sort of objective. And everybody has different objectives at different times and shit.
Yeah.
And so the objective isn't just to be the last team standing. So sometimes you'll be fighting other teams. Sometimes you'll be working with other teams.
Oh.
It sounds fucking sick.
Sick.
It sounds sick.
Is it out yet, or is it up and coming?
They just announced it like
Oh, wow.
2 weeks ago.
This is fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh off the table.
Yeah. So I don't know how far out it is. All they showed was concept art.
How's it look? What's it like stylized?
So basically the environment is like some sort of like weird infectious disease type thing.
Cool.
So they're like these like zombie animals that you shoot in PvE scenarios.
Wow, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. And then there's like shit like
Is it like you're a human and you're shooting stuff with guns and blah blah blah?
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Precisely.
First person?
Yeah, I think it's first person.
It sounds interesting. Could be cool.
It does sound pretty interesting. I had thought about something like that too, where I was like, yo, what if we spawn into like a bigger map and it's not necessarily just about
One team
each
versus the other. Yeah.
Yeah. Like people have objectives and shit.
Like
there's
League of
still-
Legends, but huge. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. Well, that's
Where you
I
gotta
think
go
that's
kill-
what they're kind of going for, exactly.
Kill extra monsters and then you fight
You're
people
going
from time to time.
jungling.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
I'd fuck with that.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and sit up in a normal position.
He's the couch is eating you at this point. Your couch has a thing where it's like if you sit in the middle of it, you're sunken into it.
Yeah, the
deep.
couch is fucked up, I think.
Somebody sat on it a lot.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of fat people.
Plopped it right where you were.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
It's a comfy sunken.
It's a comfy song.
Are we calling it there?
Are you done with your story?
I mean, that was the whole story, but like
I mean, I'm done with the story, but I had a few comments.
I don't know. I guess that was the entire story.
It's
I don't know.
okay,
Do you have
Zach.
any other things you want to talk about?
Hmm.
My stomach just made a grumbling noise.
We can talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk
Shout
about
out
my
to GMM.
stomach.
You shout out to GMM.
Shout out to who?
GMM.
Yeah.
I was gonna make another shout out to someone who watches GMM, but I would have used their whole name, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah. We're trying to not.
Zach knows what I'm talking about.
We're
I'm trying to be
not do that
professional
more
here in the
often.
studio, to be honest, but it's hard sometimes when I'm so
But-
used to just throwing shit out there.
I think we're just gonna fucking end it there, folks.
Yeah, we'll figure out a good ending. Like we got to be like, yo, thanks for coming, guys.
Thanks for listening.
Throw down.
Remember,
a
guys, I need 20K likes.
like, at least.
At least.
Check out the description for the Naga giveaway. It's a link to Swifty's YouTube channel.
Fucking Razor's website.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, this isn't a giveaway. It just says $30.
You have to press add to cart. All right, just put your stuff.
Add
in
it
there.
to cart, press check out, and then.
If it asks for your
fucking-
credit card, like it's not actually gonna charge you. You just need to put some numbers in. You'll be fine.
Yeah. All right. Peace
Anyways,
out, guys.
folks, love you.